but there is a lot that's going on. And you've mentioned some stats that are staggering. 70% of individuals were negatively impacted by COVID. 40 million Americans lost their job in the last, 9 weeks? And we have another number coming out in 2 days. I'm hoping that it's a lot less than it's been, but I mean, these are crazy times. And then you have the stock market that's continuing to go up. That's maybe giving a false sense of reality that's going on the ground level. And it seems like you're very, very in tune to a lot of the things that are going on. I like to consider myself a history buff. You brought up the Great Depression. I think there's a reason why my grandparents that were born in the 19 teens, and then were in their 20s through the Great Depression, save. Loyalty to employers, protect family, don't live above your means, were some of the values of that generation, right? And I think we've had this 10-year bull run that both individuals and companies got used to, right? That we're going to have to figure out how this kind of settles in from a company standpoint. I think, at least in the tech community that you've seen, that I've seen, depending on where you hit on the funding cycle or where your revenue is, your access to liquidity and capital kind of dictated if you did layoffs or not. As an individual, your savings, your rainy day fund, as you kind of talked about, dictated the level of stress that you have. I think this is going to rapidly change society and how individuals and businesses operate going forward, probably for the better in a lot of cases, but we have to get through this period first. And it sounds like, Jellyvision, as it relates to HR, employee benefits, and then your customers, you're kind of at the forefront of this in a lot of ways.
Yeah, we are looking to the past for as much pattern recognition as we can. Nobody knows. That's one of the key things I keep saying. Whatever I say, I'm prepared to be wrong. I've put that into like company all hands meetings. And it's like, I understand that doesn't create great confidence, but I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. But, first we just looked at pandemics, which are always V recoveries. And this isn't looking like it's going to be a V recovery. So I went back and really started studying, what did companies do that came out of the Great Depression with strength? And you don't cut your way out of it. You invent your way out of it. You lean into marketing. You lean into new product development. That's why I think it's very interesting. You see a number of like bourbon companies making hand sanitizer, product innovation, product diversification, like those kinds of like movement. You can't hold on and hope it passes. You got to run into it and change. And it's going to be interesting to see, employers, there's tons of wealth in financial services companies right now. Are they going to try to ride it out, or are they going to actually invent and change? Small companies are going to be inventing and changing. It's a very interesting time for sure.